Alright then, ladies and gents, hello and welcome to Crypto Space. In today's video we are going to cover BRED, its recent price action. Of course we are going to cover BRED holders, and on the top of that we are going to cover a couple of interesting charts for BTC and altcoins as well. So guys, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video is not financial advice. And now let's hop into BRED itself. So first things first, that is a 2-hourly time frame, and obviously BRED is pulling back, but that was pretty much predictable that after such a huge rally for meme coin or any project, in fact, we are going to see a significant pullback, especially given the fact that Bitcoin did whoopsie doopsie again. Nevertheless, I don't think that this is a reason to be worried about, because BRED actually gave us opportunity to jump into it at 20% of discount. And at the moment we are sitting at roughly 16% of discount. So if you ask me, not a financial advice of course, I would say that this is definitely much better time to actually buy some BRED versus obviously all-time highs. Of course it's not perfect entry, because I would say perfect entry probably would be here, but obviously it's impossible to time the market, right? Nevertheless, I believe that that 16% of discount pretty much a good deal. Now looking at the 4-hourly time frame from the standpoint of stochastic RSI, we have bottomed out, right? And I'm not saying that we are going to see a huge pump right away. However, we could be in that range for a while over here on stochastic RSI. Nevertheless, sooner or later we are going to see that reversal towards the upside. And now let's actually have a look what is brewing on the daily time frame for BRED. So we don't really have a lot of data for BRED on stochastic RSI. We are trading in that range of 74, 80, etc. zone, even 96 of oversold areas. But obviously BRED is hot meme on a base chain. And now guys, I do believe that BRED still has a lot of fuel to go, because we are sitting at 1.5 billion USD. We are nowhere near the peak of this cycle for BTC, especially meme coins, etc. So I would say that BRED could give us a 20x of returns, and I'm being very conservative over here. Of course it might be much more, but most likely I'm gonna get out at 20x, because obviously I'm going to reach my goal at that point. I'm not going to wait till the peak, of course, because who knows where the peak is. Now guys, let's actually have a look at the holders for BRED. So last time when I've updated you guys, we were sitting on 309,009 holders, and as of today we are sitting at 312,774 holders, which gives us a difference of 3,765 new holders in pretty much last 2 days. So that is great guys, the accumulation is growing, and of course many people are going to be onboarding onto the Coinbase wallet, etc. at the peak and euphoria stage at the market, and obviously what they are going to be buying meme coins, etc., because that's going to be promoted by Coinbase pretty much. So I do believe that BRED has a lot of room to grow, and these pullbacks guys, I'm not shaking out at all. I'm just accumulating more pretty much, if that is going to happen at this point. But now let's have a look at the bubbles itself. So on a daily time frame guys, obviously everything is pulling back, but again that's of course due to the fact of what Bitcoin did, or actually what Bitcoin didn't do, right? It didn't pump. Nevertheless, the weekly time frame is obviously showing some strength, especially for a BRED. So I do believe that good times are yet to come, and we just have to be patient over here. Now shout out to Crypto Rover, and he is seeing that massive inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin's chart on a daily guys. So again, everything is pointing out that Bitcoin is going to see something significant in coming days, potentially a few weeks, let's see. And now guys, shout out to El Crypto Prof. Altcoins 2020-2021 versus altcoins 2023-2024. History does not repeat itself, but often rhymes. So guys, let's have a look, right? We had this downtrend, obviously the phases A, B, C, whatever for Wyckoff accumulation. Then we had the first pump out of that accumulation zone, then the retest of the support that led us back to the previous cycle, and after that retest we had a huge parabola for alts, right? Just like in 2023-2024, exactly the same case, right? We do have the bear cycle, and now we do have the first pump out of that bear cycle, let's say, and then the retest, right? And after that we are going to see parabola. Of course these huge moves are not going to happen within a few days, but this is exactly what is brewing, right? That is a 2-weekly chart, by the way, and that is total crypto market cap, that is excluding Bitcoin, which means that is also including Ethereum's market cap into it too. And now shout out to Yoda, Ethereum is strong and getting ready for an alt season. So guys, even if you are not into Ethereum, and well, I'm not into Ethereum myself, I'm not holding Ethereum Ethereum, but obviously Ethereum is also important because, you know, that's pretty much a daddy to most of the altcoins. So if you are holding, you know, altcoins that are built on Ethereum, you know, besides bread and Caspa, etc., of course, you know, Ethereum's price action is very important too, right? So once Ethereum is going to experience its bull cycle, then we can expect that money flow, you know, into these tokens that are built on Ethereum. And now Yoda's targets are around 12 to 16,000 USD for Ethereum this cycle. And now guys, the Scalping Pro is letting you know that you shouldn't be shaken out, and this is something that I am going to agree, because when we are going to look at the halvening in 2020, that was exactly the same case, right? We're sitting in the box, boredom, etc., you know, below these levels. And after that, we saw a huge pump, then the dump, and then the proper parabola. People that survived that boring time got rewarded very, very handsomely, and I do believe that the same case is going to occur over here. Of course, it's boring right now. Nevertheless, I do believe that Bitcoin is going to melt many faces in coming months, and the possible targets are around 220,000 USD for BTC. And now Ethereum is forming a similar structure to what we witnessed in the previous cycle before it pumped by 13x. So guys, we are here. Let's have a look at we are here first of all. So this is where we were in the previous cycle, right? We had the RSI structure 1, 2, and then 3, 4, aka overheated. And now this is where we are at the moment. We've got the structure 1, 2, which is a pullback, and now 3, 4. This is going to be our overheated zone, and that's probably going to be the time to sell. And now, while many out there are panicking again, BTC is still sitting above its all-time high. Weekly RSI entered the blue zone. This is just a sideways phase before it goes much higher. So guys, the same chart, every single time Bitcoin is consolidating around previous all-time highs and going sideways, after that Bitcoin experiences a huge parabola. And just like in 2020 and now 2024, guys, we are still sitting above previous all-time highs. So I do believe that this price action is actually bullish, you know. Of course, it's boring. Nevertheless, I do believe that after that we are going to see a huge fireworks for BTC and of course for the overall crypto market. And on the top of that, on a weekly time frame, stochastic RSI just flipped, you know, bullish not that long ago, and we have still a lot of fuel to go upwards on the weekly time frame for BTC. And now shout out to Titan of Crypto. Bitcoin bull run has still room to go. According to Chaiken Money Flow, BTC is far from its cycle top. So looking at that cloud over here for BTC, guys, of course we do have some pullbacks, and this is something that we are experiencing for the last 2 months, let's say. Nevertheless, after that we are seeing spikes in terms of, you know, that cloud over here on the bottom too. So guys, we still have lots of time, and on the top of that I would like to give you an update on the chart that is excluding a top 10. All right, so this is a total market cap that is excluding top 10, you know, projects, right? So this is, I believe, one of the best charts to look at in terms of small caps like bread, for instance. So again, we do have this cup and handle, right, and we are still trading inside of that handle. Obviously Bitcoin saw a pullback, right, a straight candle downwards, and this is something that is reflecting on charts of most of the projects. So we are still in a safe zone. Nevertheless, guys, I would like to point out one thing, right, and that one thing is basically where we are at, right? We still haven't even smashed this level, okay? So I don't think that this is a reason to be worried, not mentioning about previous all-time highs for altcoins that are excluding top 10, of course, and not mentioning about new price discovery for the whole market for altcoins. Guys, thank you very much for watching. That's it, what I've got for you today. I hope that you have guys enjoyed, and I wish you have a great day. Peace and love, crypto.